Hi, this is Mrs. Davis. This is AP Calculus, Lesson 7-6, and we're going to look at the topic questions from AP Classroom. First one says, what's the general solution to the differential equation? That's no different from number 2, which is what are all the solutions to the differential equation? So they just mean, hey, these are the plus c's. Again, what is the general solution? And this one, which is the solution with the initial condition? Now, this is jumping ahead, as usual, AP Classroom does. That's tomorrow's lesson. But we will try it, because I'll show you that it's not hard, and then tomorrow will be more of a review, actually. Okay, so go ahead and try these. And then I'll come back, and if you come back, I'll go ahead and go through the answers for these 4. And then I'll show you how to do them so you can fast forward if you got them right and just listen to the ones maybe you need help with. All right, so go ahead and do these. Okay, now if you're back, the answer to number 1 was B. Number 2 was A. Number 3 was D. And number 4 was D. All right, so if you got one of those wrong, just listen up, and as we go through, you can see how to do them. So this would be, first one, cosine y dy is equal to cosine x e to the sine x. And there's going to have to be some u substitution going on in here, because this is not a simple one. But if we can get rid of either cosine x or e to the sine x, then we can just have a u or something like that. So let's see if we can figure this out. So cosine, let's integrate it. And if it's a multiple choice, yes, you don't have to do this with 2 steps, but it's a good idea to kind of get used to it. Okay, so now the integral of cosine y would just be sine y, right? Sine y. And then when we want to go to integrate this, I'm going to have to get rid of something. So if I let u equal, look, I got a cosine and a sine. And so I'm thinking if I make u sine x, then that would just be e to the u if I can get rid of this cosine. So we're going to try let u equal sine x. Oops. So du would be cosine x dx. So you can see we're going to get rid of that. So dx would be du over cosine x. So I sure enough get rid of my cosine x. So now I'm integrating e to the u du. And you know that the integral of e to the u du is just e to the u. So you get sine y equals e to the u plus c. So sine y equals e to the sine x plus c. Now we want to have sine, we have sine y and we want y. So we have to take the inverse sine. So y is equal to the inverse sine of e to the sine x plus c. So which one is that? There you go. Arc sine e to the sine x plus c. So the answer was B. For number 2, all right, we can, let's see, this is a number. So we just end up having dy here. And we have 1 over ln 2 dx. So integrate that, dy, integrate 1 over ln 2 dx, and we get y is equal to 1 over ln 2 x plus c. So what do we have there? This is what we have. Okay, let's see, why do we have an ln x over ln 2? I'm thinking here, let's see, did I not do something right? I have 1 over x. Oh, look, I had an x here. I completely ignored that. So this would be x ln 2. So I have an x down here. Okay, back it up. Boo, 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 back it up. Okay, so I am at 1 over x times 1 over ln 2 dx. That helps me a little bit. So y is ln, the absolute value of x, over ln 2 plus c. So let's see, what do we have? That looks like a. Now, they left off the absolute value. They don't really have a reason to have left it off, but I think it's just College Board was saying I'm not going to worry about it right now. I don't have another explanation for why they just left that ln of x not with the absolute value. Because they would have to tell you what if y was going to be positive or something like that to get rid of it. So, but you don't have any other choices, so you're going to have to pick A. If you can think of a reason why they took it off, let me know. Okay, this one says what's the general solution, just another way. So, but it says for when y is greater than 0. So what's going to happen is if we get a square root, we're going to just disregard the negative part because it said when y is greater than 0. So that's what I was talking about. They gave you like an initial solution. So we have separating our variables with 3y squared dy equals x minus 1 dx. So integrate both sides. So this would be y cubed equals 1/2 x squared plus x plus c. So y equals, I'm looking to see what they have. They have this whole thing with to the 1/2. Y equals the cube root of 1/2 x squared plus x plus c. So this looks like I have a negative sign wrong. Where is it? Maybe it's, why does this have a negative x? And I did not, because everything else is right. So what did I do wrong here? Oh, I just silly. When I took this, it should have been a negative here. So you probably caught that. That should be negative, so then that makes that negative. I'll erase it so it looks nicer. Okay, 1/2 x squared minus x plus c. So that would get you d. Now 4 says which of the following is a solution to dy dx with the initial condition y of pi over 2z. So look, there's no plus c. But they use this point to find it. And you already know how to do that because we did it when we did anti-differentiation. So we still do the same thing. And then we substitute in after we get, we use a point to get c. So we're going to say, go ahead and differentiate, or separate your variables. So we have 1 over y dy is cosine x dx. So integrate both sides. So I end up with the ln of the absolute value of y is equal to sine x plus c. So that means that y is equal to c e to the sine x. Remember how we flip that? That c goes down in front and the e's here because you know how to change from natural log to e, right? And I could remove the absolute values because that's going to be positive. So let me try to get this. Now, we need to come up with the right c. So we use the point that they gave us. So equals c times e to the sine pi over 2. So substituting e for y and pi over 2 for x, I get e equals ce to the 1. So c is equal to 1 because if I divide e by e, I get 1. So now I rewrite it with the c in there as 1. So here I was with the c, but now I have y equals 1, so I just leave it blank, e to the sine x. So there was d, e to the sine x. All right, so I want to do this set number 5, free response topic question. So I'll stop this video and the next video we'll go over that. So give that one a try and then come watch the video to see how you did.